Social sharing and social bookmarking is something that is still going on every day, with millions of visitors going to the sites every single day to share content. Now, Twitter has also changed the game slightly in respect to it's not a bookmarking site per se, but people with making such snippets type comments on there, a lot of people will search Twitter and eventually stumble and find other sites because of it. So Twitter is something that you certainly want to consider in your social networks anyway. But a traditional social bookmarking site would be sites, for example, like Dig, like Delicious, and also sites like Reddit. And basically you can submit links on these sites, particularly on Dig and Reddit, and also Delicious as well. But you want to make it possible that when you create sites, specifically if you're creating blogs or even if you're creating your own HTML sites, you want to make it easy for people to add or bookmark your site through sites like Dig, Delicious, Reddit, even sites like blog sites like Technorati. You want to allow people to do that because at the end of the day, it all counts for traffic. So you can see here, this site's been dug 2,121 times. So that's going to help all to do with its search traffic. At the end of the day, you'll see a little icon on people's blogs quite often saying dig this site. And if they click to dig, they'll go into dig, they'll make a quick comment about it, and it will be then bookmarked and others might see it. And you tend to find if people are starting to dig your site, if you're appearing on the front page of Dig, you can see spikes in your traffic. If you drive that traffic back to a blog, we'll talk about blogs more in detail again later, but if you're getting people coming to your blogs, give them the opportunity to join a newsletter, but also if you've got an RSS feed, which most blogs like WordPress, if you install it, for example, will have a news feed. Because of you appearing on Dig, you'll start to find that your site has had its feed bookmarked more regularly by people as well, which in turn means more traffic or regular traffic is coming back to your site. And that's what you want. That's the whole idea. That's what we're aiming for here. We're trying to create multiple solutions and streams of traffic back to our main site where we want the people to end up. And that's why planning is key. So Dig is definitely one to check out. Get yourself signed up to it and then just have a look at it as well. Delicious is the other one. The tastiest bookmarks on the web. Save your own or see what's fresh. So you're allowed to save your own bookmarks on here as well. And then other people can also do the same. And this can drive you traffic. It really can get traffic to your site. So again, you can see with Reddit here as well, we've got what's hot, what's new, what's controversial, the top searches. So we click the top here. Again, these types of sites are actually good for doing research when you're first thinking about traffic and niches. If you're only just getting started, you can use a lot of these sites just to see what kind of hot topics there are. Don't get pulled into very small trends though, because then you'll create a site about a lot of content of something that by the time you finished it will be a past trend. And that's something else you want to focus on when you're building sites. Build sites of solid content that aren't going to go out of fashion tomorrow. They're going to be topics and searches that people are consistently doing even 5, 6, 7, 10 years from now. And they're the main things such as finance, how to, health problems, money problems, marriage problems, dating problems. If you're trying to solve a problem for someone, they're always going to be the markets that people are always going to be searching in, and you're going to continually get streams of traffic if you set it up in the right way. Technorati, I mentioned a moment ago, isn't so much of a bookmarking site, it's more of a blogging site. It's actually a directory of blogs. But again, you can appear here, you'll get people that will have their content show up on Technorati, like for example here on the front page, this site here, if you're a Warhammer, particularly if you're into this type of thing, if you click it you can read a review and information, and that automatically links from Technorati back to the person's site, srsgamers.com, this person who owns this blog and monetizes it. They monetize it in a few ways, one of which is with AdSense, but they're getting traffic through their content which is appearing on Technorati, and also they're combining it with Twitter. They're using other social media tools here. They're asking you to look, here we go, look, Reddit, Delicious, StumbleUpon, LinkedIn, all the ones we've been looking at, Twitter, Google Bars, Facebook, Dig, Google Bookmarks. All of the sites that we're looking at in this course, the person here is incorporating and using on their blog and asking you to basically bookmark or comment on, just to help them drive more traffic. So as you can see, this is very powerful. using the content we're showing in this course, if you get these things right, drive traffic in different ways through your content, through your bookmarking, through your social activities. And we're going to go into more detail soon, like using relationship marketing, classified sites, getting some writing done. You're going to see that through the video course. But by using these sites, you can get a lot more coming back to you. One thing I now want to cover quickly about social sharing and book marketing, but it's a fantastic way for you to get traffic. One of the traffic methods that most people, or a lot of people, are missing out on is where you can actually comment on other people's content. So you can reply to tweets on Twitter, you can reply on people's wall comments in Facebook, and others will see that. And if you're then having links back to you because of getting the traffic, if you're making sensible comments, people will come to your profile and they can go from there, and that will get you traffic. And also with sites like YouTube, if you look at what's on YouTube and see the volume of traffic that's going through there every day, there's an opportunity for you not only to add content yourself to YouTube to get traffic, but also for you to add replies and comments to other people's content. Look for content that's getting quite a good amount of views, and if you're quick enough, quite often, a lot of people will come and watch the video or go to YouTube, but they don't make a comment. And that gives you an opportunity to actually get some traffic off of that. For example, I'm just going to show you, I mentioned earlier on about being a celiac with gluten. There's one here about the Elizabeth Hasselbeck's gluten-free diet. There's a book. It's had 20,000 views. There's only one comment so far. And look at the person that's commented. Gluten-free mum. So this person is likely going to perhaps pique my interest. I'm going to go and have a look to see what they have to say as well. But you can also do something really cool with YouTube, and that is not only can you write a comment and maybe then get people back to your profile, even include a useful link. Perhaps you've written a really good post. You could say, this is a fantastic video, thanks for posting this. I've written an in-depth article about this over at my blog, and then have a link to your blog. But you can also reply with a video. In the video, you could include a URL. If you just click on the all comments, so you're going to make a comment, you'll see you get an option to create a video response. You can then pre-record a video and upload it to your YouTube channel. And when you choose create a video response, you can select the one you want to answer and reply with, and it will then post that into the comment section. So you can get traffic by leveraging it off of other people's content, especially if you find that there's content in a niche that you're involved with that's getting good traffic volumes. You can then borrow from those posts and get people back to your site by simply creating videos, but also by commenting on other people's content. And that's a great way to actually, when you're starting to build your social networks and you find other people's content, make use of it, leverage off of it, make good sensible replies, and you'll find that people will start to see your name appearing regularly, and there's a good chance you can build strong traffic links by doing and borrowing on this method.